Padres fans, we're here to give you a 360 view and an all-access pass to your San Diego Padres. Here's what we have on deck for today's show. We kick it off by taking you through the Padres' trip to Rady's Children's Hospital. Plus, Clayton Richard joins the Play campaign. And we get to know the familiar voices behind your Padres radio game broadcast. All that and more now on this brand new episode of Padres POV, presented by Nissan. Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new episode of Padres POV. I'm your host Michelle Margot, and today we're coming to you from the Jerry Coleman Broadcast Center right here at Petco Park, because in this episode of POV we get to know the guys behind your Padres radio broadcast. But first, the Friars made a special trip down to Rady's Children's Hospital to surprise a brave young Padres fan and treat him to an unforgettable experience.
We're having a special day for one of my patients who has the magic rod implanted for treatment of his scoliosis. It's really been a fabulous way of managing scoliosis in young children. He's got an incredible spirit. He and his twin brother come together, and I think his brother gives him a lot of support as well. So he's done fabulous. We're giving him a special surprise, and he's on his way to see the Padres and get a ball game tonight.
Padres Stadium.
We're going to see the ballpark. There's some cool parts of the ballpark. Ask me any questions and we'll have some fun, okay?
Okay.
Let's go. So the first place we're going to go is the press box. We're going to go right through here.
Press elevators.
So everything that happens on all of those screens gets controlled in here.
Hold still. Now click the button.
I turn on the rain day one.
Oh, rain delay. All right, let's be careful.
This is cool.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, but I'm not ready to go home.
High five. Another one? Nice. Sign a couple autographs and they get excited and they're able to smile, kind of maybe forget about what's going on. And, you know, baseball is just baseball. There's bigger things in life, you know? So it's a good experience, and it's just great to see the smile on the kids' faces.
I remember my time when I was young, you know, the dream for every young guy is coming to the ballpark, get a sign for the baseball player, you know, it's pretty special for us. Anything we can do for put a smile in his face, they make all for us, so that's pretty important.
We have a lot of respect for all the great work that Rady Children's Hospital does. They're best in class, helping a lot of, especially kids, through some life-threatening illnesses. And anything we can do to help the children at Rady's and their families go through some difficult times and challenges, we're happy to do it. And if we can give them a day to kind of forget about those challenges and focus on the great game of baseball, it's great for us to do. He's inspired, obviously, by world-class athletes, but I think our players, in turn, are inspired by him. You know, a 9-year-old kid going through some tough challenges, and so it's great for our guys to see a 9-year-old being a hero. Just a great relationship all around.
So you guys ready to head up to your suite? Yes? Okay.
Hemos tenido un día fantástico. Es mejor. Bueno, nosotros como papás estamos felices, bueno, satisfechos con el procedimiento que lleva hasta ahora. Nos gusta verlo contento.
Today I just signed the autographs and I looked at them in the field. I want to see them win. Go Padres!
Make sure you stay tuned. We take a behind-the-scenes look at your favorite Padres radio broadcast team. Plus, Clayton Richard is known for being a leader in the clubhouse, but also off the field with the future of baseball when he joins the Play campaign. Coming up.
You guys don't need to do drugs. No steroids. Those are easy ways out.
But first, it's time for your Friar Fun Fact. This week in Padres history, on August 6th, Tony Gwynn recorded both his 2,000th and 3,000th career hit. Hit number 2,000 came at home against the Colorado Rockies in 1993, while his 3,000th came on the road against the Expos in 1999. August 6th was already an important date for Gwynn, as it was his mother Vandella Gwynn's birthday. Back here on Padres POV, presented by Nissan, I'm Michelle Margot. We continue here at the Jerry Coleman Broadcast Center, right behind home plate here at Petco Park. One of the initiatives Major League Baseball takes is the Play campaign. It helps influence kids to play the game the right way. And one of your pitchers, Clayton Richard, who always plays the game the right way, spent some time chatting with some young athletes right here at the ballpark on just how to do so.
Today we're at the Play event, which is promoting a lifetime of activity for youth with the professional athletic baseball trainers, talking to kids about the dangers of performance-enhancing drugs. I shared my brother Taylor's story, who took his life as a result of using anabolic steroids. This is simply not a topic that they're talking about in schools. So it's a great place to be able to talk to them about that, share with them personally what I went through, what our family went through, and why it's important they want to stay away from using performance-enhancing drugs. My younger brother Taylor was in high school. He was 16 years old, and not only did he want to get his body bigger, but he wanted to improve his chances of playing on the varsity team, right? He was told you need to get bigger, stronger, faster in order to do so. So one of the decisions my brother made when he was 16 years old, along with half of the other boys on his team, was he was going to begin using anabolic steroids. 6 months after we made that decision, my brother took his life.
This is a great event, the Taylor Hooten Foundation, to put on and make kids aware of the dangerous effect of drugs. Any drug can be vicious, and you don't want to get involved. And fortunately, I've been around good friends, good teammates that's not part of their life. When you believe in yourself and you put in the hard work, anything's really a possibility. Get them out here, be active, have fun, and relay that message. It's an important message, and we're glad we get to share that. There's going to be temptation to do things you shouldn't do. Realize you guys can accomplish anything you want through hard work. You guys don't need to do drugs, no steroids. Those are easy ways out. Through hard work, a focused mindset, that you guys can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. You guys just have to really focus and work hard at it, and that's how you get better.
The athletic trainers have invited us to be a part of this, and they take them out on the field with the strength coaches and all the athletic trainers to teach the kids how to do things the right way, through proper nutrition, and exercise the same drills that they'll take their professional athletes through. All right, follow her.
If you're right-handed, you step with your left foot. If you're left-handed, you step with your right foot.
Push hard down onto the chest, as hard as you can. Good.
You got it? That away.
Awesome, thank you.
For more information about how you can donate to the Taylor Hooten Foundation, visit taylorhooten.org/donate. Next, it's time to talk about a Padre that you might see in the near future. Luis Urias is a young shortstop in the Padres farm system. Urias has been a part of the organization since 2013, and at only 20 years old, he's already the third-ranked prospect in the farm system. Urias is a skilled player who can do it with the bat and the glove. During the month of July, with the San Antonio Missions, the young talent totaled 23 hits and flashed the leather a number of times. Friar fans, we can look forward to what Urias can do for this organization. Still to come, we take you through the best of the best from this past week in Padres baseball. Plus, hear from the Padres radio broadcast team about what goes on behind the scenes. Don't go away.
And we have a good time and a lot of laughter, both on the air and off the air. I think that's a huge part of it.
But first, let's test your knowledge with some Padres POV trivia. How many years did the voice of the Padres Ted Leitner and Hall of Famer Jerry Coleman spend together in the Padres radio booth? Is it A, 26 years, B, 30 years, or C, 33 years? We'll tell you right after this. Welcome back to Padres POV, presented by Nissan. Before the break, we asked you how many years Ted Leitner and Hall of Famer Jerry Coleman spent together in the Padres radio booth. If you answered C, 33 years, you're correct. Coleman joined Leitner in the booth in 1981 after his time managing the Padres. Stay tuned for more about that story. San Diego sports fans, be sure to check out Fox Sports San Diego's newest show, Inside San Diego Sports, airing every Tuesday night after Padres Live, the postgame show. Coming up this week on Inside San Diego Sports, it's an in-depth look at golf in San Diego, the U.S. Women's Open. You won't want to miss it.
I was so excited when I saw that this tournament was on the calendar in San Diego a couple years ago even. I just really wanted to qualify. I had my heart set on it. Just to play in my hometown has been an amazing experience for me, and I'm excited for all my friends from around the country and the world to come see where I live too.
I am so proud of her. Not even just her golf, really. That's really not the source of the pride. It's just she's just an incredible person. She has an incredible work ethic. She has a heart of gold, and she's just a really great person. So that's what really makes me proud of her.
In case you missed it, you can always visit foxsportssandiego.com for all the latest videos and articles. Time now to take an exclusive look at the best of the best from this past week in Padres baseball with your plays of the week. Check it out.
Hits that one well out to center field. McCutchen is racing back. All he does is look up because it's gone. Here's Josh Harrison. He swings to the first pitch off the mound. Coleman gets one. Solarte gets two.
In the air to left field. Hit pretty well. That's deep far and gone. A home run. Jose Perella with his 6th home run of the year. The Padres right back in it. Fly ball to right field, struck pretty well. Kiplahan back on the track at the wall. He leaps, and that ball is gone. Second home run of the night for Jose Perella. Grounder up the middle to the back end goes to Suaje to second for one. On first for two. Nice play and some nifty footwork by Dusty Coleman around the bag at second. Runner goes, swing and a miss, and the throw down to second. It's going to be close, but no. See here, Padres are challenging. Interesting that Billy Hamilton is coming off the field here.
Yeah, he's going back to the dugout.
I mean, it's almost like he knows.
He's conceding.
Strike him out, throw him out, double play. Down the right field line, long run for Renfroe, and he'll dive to make the catch. Nice play by Renfroe in right field, able to make that grab, and no more runs for the Reds in the inning. Diving at second base is Solarte from his knees, able to throw out Winker at first base. Lifts a fly ball pretty deep to right field. Back goes Kiplahan at the wall. It is gone. Will Myers taking it the other way to right, a 2-run shot. And here come the Padres. On the outside corner for strike 3. Brad Hand finishes it off, and the Padres win.
And still to come, find out what the Padres radio broadcast team says is the best part of working together. Stay with us.
For him to be able to describe to me what it was like in 1984 when the Padres came back from Chicago in the National League Championship Series really brings that all to life and kind of makes me feel like I was a part of that.
One ball, no strikes, one away, 5-5 ball game. Padres have pushed 10
backing up Caminetti. Andretti's got it, and the Padres get out of it. I don't believe it. And the Padres drape the National League flag around their shoulders for 1998. Doctor.
Now, when you went to school, about the 3rd or 4th grade, you always got spelling tests every Friday, right? You know what you got if you got them all right? A gold star. I consider that the epitome of excellence.
You can hang a star in that, baby.
Welcome back to Padres POV presented by Nissan. We continue here at the Jerry Coleman Broadcast Center. So many memories were and still are made here from the past to the present, and of course there are so many more memories to look forward to in the future. We get to know the guys behind your Padres radio game broadcast team and what they're like off the air.
Fired over to first base. Perella got back standing.
That was egregious. There's the go-ahead run right there.
FM 94.9, Padres Radio Network.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
On radio, you're describing what's happening. You know, in theory, they can't see anything. Now, if somebody's at the game, that's one thing. But, you know, for your person in the car or your person who's sitting at the beach, they can't see anything that you don't tell them. And to me, that's the fun of radio, is being able to paint that picture, as they say, and to describe what's going on and to sort of bring the scene to life. Kind of hopped up in the air, turned his back to the mound, jumped up and down a little bit.
It's kind of just conversational, you know, whether I'm sitting next to Ted or whether I'm sitting next to Jesse. It's just talking baseball, trying to explain it in a way that people can receive it and understand and feel like, you know, they're getting a little bit better listening.
Just a nice swing right there. Dead center. I mean, you don't see too many balls go dead center here in Petco.
Ever since I was a little kid, I knew that baseball broadcasting was something I really wanted to be into. I was fascinated by it when I was little. I always turned down the sound on the TV and did my own announcing. I'd listen really closely to the radio and TV broadcasts when I was a kid. I think I kind of picked up on early that you don't want to copy people, you just sort of want to be yourself, that there isn't just one way to do it and everybody is unique, and I think Ted is such a good example of that. I can't think of anybody else who sounds like Ted, but he's done it really, really well here for almost 40 years.
Interesting conversation, speaking of the Angels, which reminds me of Mike Trout, which reminds me of Mike Lupica of the New York Daily News. In the late 70s, I got to San Diego to do television at Channel 8 in '78. And in 1980, Jerry Coleman was asked to leave the broadcast booth and become the manager. That if it didn't work out, or on the field as the manager, then he could go back to the broadcast booth. And so it didn't work out. And during that time that he was the manager, I was the extra third broadcaster. And Jerry, when he came back, could have easily said, hey, you're the Channel 8 guy, you're the TV guy, we don't need you, I'm back. And he didn't do that. And he let me stay, and I've been here ever since.
Marco, there goes Jose. He can run. Goes in with a pop-up feet first slide. He's right there at 3.
Getting to sit next to somebody who's done this for as long as he has. Also that he's had the experience he's had with his team, you know, and there are little bits of Padres history that will be really hard for me to pick up on that he has lived and seen firsthand. And so to be able to pick his brain on things that have happened here in the past is great.
And so he closed the door, and before Doug could even tell him, he says, hey, Duggar, I know I'm supposed to run that ball out. It'll never happen again. And Doug says, I don't care about that. You're going to San Diego. You're getting called up. And then he called Alicia, and he called his mom, and he called his dad. It was just so wonderful. 1982.
As a little kid, Ted was like one of the first voices I became accustomed to listen to. I get a kick out of actually working next to him. I'm sure it doesn't just give me the thrill. It probably makes him feel like he's been on Earth a little longer.
We're all the voices of the Padres, and I ain't here to instruct Tony or Jesse, and they're terrific. And I really had great partners. I really, really have. And we have a good time and a lot of laughter.
Nice one. You can't even blame him. Like, everybody's watching the bat. It's like 10 rows up by the dugout. And I think it was like Cameron Rupp. It was some big slow guy for the Phillies. Scored all the way from first base.
I don't know that I laughed any harder when I was playing in like the locker room than I do off camera with whether it be Ted or Jesse or Mike. I laugh pretty much every day I'm there.
Sounds a lot like my pop.
I love the preparation. To me, that's as much fun as the game. I try and read everything I can on the two teams, on the previous game, on the upcoming game, anything I can find that it'll be a good conversation starter. I always think about two friends watching a baseball game together. What would they be talking about between pitches? He is their number 20 prospect. 21 home runs this year in the minors. And all you're trying to do is come up with stuff that, would be interesting and relevant, to a member of the audience, whether it's TV or radio, and I take great pride in it, but I enjoy it a lot.
When you prepare for it and you really, really think you're ready for the broadcast, and a lot of that is reading, a lot of it is talking to the staff, players, getting stuff like that, and historically trying to remember things that happened in my lifetime of baseball and impart that, to the audience. I think that preparation is just a great part of it. And then you're at the ballpark at whatever, 540 or 710 or 140, and it's about to happen. That's a drug.
Shows bunt, pushes it up the third baseline. Wood, good athlete, off the mound, has it, fires to first, and they got him. Nice play by Travis Wood.
High fly ball in the right field. Hunter to his right, Margot to his left. Hunter with a backhand running grab, and this ball game belongs to my San Diego Padres.
The Chinese proverb, you find something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. That's me.
Well, that's a wrap for this episode of Padres POV. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you next week for an all-new episode when Hunter Renfroe surprises some young ball players at a summer baseball camp. From the Jerry Coleman Broadcast Center, I'm Michelle Margot. Cue the rollout.
This is where all the behind-the-scenes stuff happens.
We get to know Dagathari.
Batman.
My hair poofy?
How old do you think I am? His question was, do I know Babe Ruth? Do you know, he's not around anymore, you know that?
Granola bar?
No, thank you.
Trying to quit?
Oh, that's a dandy.